What's up? Good to see you too. What's going on, Pearl? What's going on, Cheap Cheap and Carrie? Ajube, what's going on? What's up, Ozzy? Or Craig? Kate, good morning. Hey, Frankie, what's going on? I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm doing good personally, Joanne. Hey, Shani or Shani. As soon as I can, Pearl. G'day, Cal. Hey, Lids. My audio level is quite low. Let me see if I. Let me know how it sounds now. What's up, Joanne? 11:17 a.m. It is right now 8:17 here. Let me do it through here. Does that help? I've jacked that all the way up. Hopefully that works. All right, I'm going to eat with y'all. Test, 1, 2, 3. I'm doing good, Jacqueline. So how's everybody doing all over the world? It's so weird being able to say that. What's up, Kanga Blue? G'day, Phezz. How's Miles? Yeah, Miles is up and around. He actually just got a new motorcycle, which is kind of ironic. Difficult hearing. Turn up volume, please. Let's see here. How else can I do that? Let me know how it sounds now. I'm maxed out everywhere. I think I'm even... No, I'm not peeking on here. Let me see if I can change this. Channel 1, microphone. So this, let me give it a little bit when a few more people get in here so I can kind of, I mean, there's really not much to say. He was out of work for a couple weeks, sick. Everything's doing good, Sonia. Yeah, the fries is lacking on this one. I got me a large drink. Actually, that's a Route 44. Okay, perfect. I got it maxed out. They're so good, though. Hey, Clarissa. All right, so I think we got what will show up. So I'll just let y'all know what I personally know from about Miles. Right now, I think he's mostly just wanting to do his own thing, just taking a break from everything. We've talked. He's recently got himself a new motorcycle. He's got an M109R for the car people, motorcycle people out there, which is a big, bad dude. It's huge. It's a big-ass bike. And then we just haven't talked about YouTube stuff. I mean, he knows I'm doing it, but he doesn't seem to care too much. Pull this over so I can see it real quick. Let's see here. No, M109. Here, let me see if I can show you a picture of it. It's a big guy. If I were to buy a bike, that's exactly the bike I would buy. M109R. Let's see here. How do I do this? I haven't done any of this stuff in a while. Move this out of the way. There we go. Y'all should be able to see that now. There's the bike. That's it right there. That's the new one. There hasn't been much change over a long time. And let me go ahead and delete that. That is terrible. How long ago did Miles decide to take a break? As far as I can tell, it's only really been, he was starting to show signs of kind of fatigue or tiredness of doing the videos I would say about a month and a half ago. And then he slowly has been harder to get a hold of for YouTube stuff. And then I just think he's kind of over it. Temporary citizen on a motorbike. Yeah, exactly. Talk about bike too. That thing is huge. It's gigantic. I've sat on one. I can barely fit on it. Well, he is your mate. You need to speak to him and let him know that you miss him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that we think that if he needs to take a break, he should just not run off and say nothing. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Taking a break is always a good thing to clear your mind and reset. He'll find his way back. He'll find his way and wish him the best. Yeah, no, I'm sure he'll be back. Give it time. No, it's falling apart. What's up, Oma? No, isn't it Oma and Opa like grandma and grandpa in German? I know y'all better start talking. I'm not going to just sit here and look at myself eat. I do plan on streaming video games. I just don't know if y'all want me to do it on here and we can talk, or I can take it to Twitch or TikTok. Yeah. I mean, this is late for dinner. Normally I would have eaten about an hour ago. Your toe aching from a burger? That's interesting. Oh, you got a Road King. Harley's huge. It's just funny. I love the Harley people because they're always like, we know our bikes are going to be in the shop, but we still drive them or ride them, I guess. This is from a company called Sonic. You can see it right here too. It's a big drive-in. Oh, you got gout. Yeah. That'll make it hurt. Ozzy, I play on PC. I have Xboxes, but I never play on them. Game here. I want a burger the second I wake up, Clarissa. I'm a burger fanatic, and this is a nice size one. It's a double cheese. I always get extra onions, extra tomatoes. Let's see if you can even see. There's only a couple pickles or 3 pickles on the whole thing. It's good though. I love Carl's Jr. I got one a little bit further down the road, but I got one close. Are you at Sonic? Give me a second, Lance. I'll answer you. No Vegemite. Not for the burger. No, we do not pay for any sauces or anything like that at McDonald's or any fast food. I think somebody tried doing that, but they were just like, they were beat down so hard about it that they made it free. So Lance, to answer your question, currently I don't do any sales because I'm out of work. I'm actually about to get a what I call a throwaway job that I don't care if I burn the bridge. My last dealership I sold at was for RVs or recreational vehicles. So like towable trailers or fifth wheels, travel trailers, motorhomes, anything like that. I'm going to go get a job at a dealership I've never wanted to work for. Do that for about a month. I got a friend that's opening up an RV dealership about 45 minutes away, and I want to work for him. It's just, my last dealership kind of screwed me out of a lot of money. And so I'm going to go back. I'm going to do this job for like a month, month and a half. And then once he opens up, I'll just up and leave, not worried about it if I burn any bridges. And I'll go work for him, selling RVs again. Beetroot. I still haven't had any beetroot. All right, what have I missed? Let's see here. I'm from last Porsche Rules by Cayenne Turbo Mate. Balls off and off-road class. I'm a huge fan of the I Am Last. I'm a huge fan of Porsche. I was planning on buying a turbo 911, but prices went through the roof whenever all the used car prices went up. I was ready to spend about $100,000 on a car, and like a 4-year-old, 5-year-old Porsche turbo fit that perfect. And I was getting ready to do it. Something came up, so I held off for a few months, and then the crisis hit, and I wasn't able to get it. So I've got a pre-order on my Cybertruck. That's what I plan on getting. When I pay that down at least halfway, or if not off, I'm going to get a Porsche Turbo alongside it. So, but I'm not going to do a Cayenne. I'm going to have the Cybertruck already. So I'm going to get a 911. Hey, Ian. In the U.S., Tesla, you can't make any real money unless I'm working for their factory, which is like 3 hours away from me. So I don't want to have to make that move. 3 to 4 hours away from me. And the area that it's built in, the new factory in Austin, is so expensive to live in. Tiny little New Zealand gets all of that and you don't get any of it. Say that again. I think you said that backwards. I am last resale on my Porsche is crap. 2003 for $200K. 2022 is $20K. I think you need to flip those two. Yeah, no, you go and buy a brand new Porsche Turbo for a 2022. It's about $250,000. And then if you go for a non-2022, you're looking at, I mean, I was originally looking at like a 2005 15 or 16 or 14, and I was looking at around $80,000, but now I look at them, they're $180,000. My kids are doing amazing. My older kid, Clarissa, is being a little asshole lately, but we know it's only like for right now. Seriously? Pita Pits. I don't even know what that is, Jordan. I'll be honest. I get what you're saying, Rocka. Yeah, no, I mean that's why I'm waiting for my Cybertruck. I'm gonna get that, and then once I pay it down, so I'll probably wind up buying a 2022 in 5 years, Porsche Turbo. So, which is my favorite. I mean, it's amazing looking car. You know, it's funny. The Macan is like their number one selling vehicle all of a sudden. Yeah, I need to eat. It's okay, Jeanette. Welcome. Yeah, probably Clarissa. Unless you're talking about me, I promise you I can't do. Oh, Thad, my 6-year-old. Yeah, no, he's definitely at that stage. It is so annoying. He's being a little prick. But we bought. My ex-wife actually bought him a cat just recently, like 2 days ago, and he got in trouble for school. But she had promised him a cat forever. I've reacted. Me and Miles reacted to Choppa. You only got your first Taco Bell. That's so funny. Yeah, no, Jordan, I've never heard of Pita Pit. I wonder if there's any nearby. I need to take a bite of this burger. Pita Pit. Let's see here. Maps. Pita Pit. Is there any? Oh, there's. Let's see here. Okay, there is actually one. No, permanently closed. Permanently closed. We had two, but they both closed full for good. Seems like every Pita Pit around here is closed. There was 4, 2 here in Dallas area, and then one in Louisiana, and then one, I think that's Missouri. Yeah, one in Missouri. Huh. You're not missing anything, Clarissa. I've got 3 videos in the pipeline, 4 videos. One went out today for Indonesia, and I got 3 more coming out. I just have to edit them. The main thing that I'm not looking forward to doing, editing, I've done all the editing for the videos since we started. The only thing that I don't do or haven't done before until recently, that is thumbnails. And the thumbnail I did tonight, I was going to do 2 videos tonight. I even say it in the video. It took me over an hour to do this one thumbnail, and it was miserable. I'll get better at it and be able to put out videos much easier, but right now it's still a learning curve. Choco, we haven't done a live in forever. Probably it seems like a year. Jeanette, LOL. Let me tell you the story about Taco Bell. The stores is not common here. in Oz. However, there are some. Well, for months they were building their shop here in Ballina, North South Wales, a town of 36,000. Oh. In a town here with 36,000, you'd have like 3 Taco Bells. Dude. All right. I'm going to take a bite. It's so hard to do music videos because of copyrights. We almost lost the channel a year ago or so because we did some music videos. It just made it not worth it. That sizzles. That sounds like a steak place. What is 2715? All in love with sheep. That's an interesting statement. Is the audio studio you film at your place? How long have you? I've known Miles for probably like 7 years or something like that. And yes, the studio, this is just an extra room in my apartment, and I do it all in here. Joanne, just quick update now that we got a few more people in here. Currently, Miles is away on an undisclosed amount of time. We haven't talked about it. It's fine. If he needs to take a year, he can take a year. I do. They're right here. I took them down, Clarissa, just because I'm going to start doing video games, and I'm debating if I actually want to put a camera while I play video games. So if I do, I need to put lights over there. So I took the lights out from back here. But if I don't do that, I might have the lights back. What's my go-to McDonald's order? Ooh. Probably just a number one or number whatever the Big Mac is. I don't eat McDonald's a lot. Does it cost much to start up what I'm doing? No. If you're going to do it the way I do it, yes, because I went over the top. In fact, I've had people say it looks too good because I have the camera I'm filming on while I'm so flat right here. And then if you go watch my YouTube videos, I edit the color in and everything. Like, this isn't my natural skin tones. This hat is probably a little bit different color. But no, I film my camera. I film from a cinema camera, color grade, audio edit, the whole nine. I have a Rode Podcaster mic set up where I have 2 microphones with 2 headphones hooked up to it. I've got a monitor, a laptop, lights, a downward camera set up if I want to redo that again. We used to do it when we did a lot of food. So if you were to do it this way, it'd cost you an arm and a leg. But can you do it without all this? Absolutely. Buy lids. Who is Sizzler? Ha 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 ha. I know the Sizzler. Let's see here. There's a few of them. Fun fact, Taco Bell in Australia, I think, is owned by the owner of Sizzler Asia, who also owns a lot of KFCs in Australia, We lost Sizzler a couple years ago. Kind of sus. It switched brand. And then Raka. The Chico roll is the Australian savory snack invented by Frank. Man, y'all know a lot of shit from y'all. Like, I don't know anything about I know about the country, but like when things are invented here, I could not tell you. I don't think we have Sizzlers in Malaysia or even Taco Bell, Wendy, or even Chipotle. Chipotle, there's too much competition in that area for Chipotle. I'm not a huge Chipotle fan. I think they're actually going down. Y'all have numbers for your orders? We just say Big Mac or whatever drink we want. Yeah, no, we go off of numbers. So like this is a number one. No, this is a number 2 from Sonic. Number 2 means that you're getting a full meal. So that means you're getting, like if I said I wanted a double cheeseburger with extra onion and extra tomato, that would just be this. But I want a number 1. That means it comes with this, and a drink. And I went for a much larger drink than what comes with it. This is a 44-ounce drink, easy ice, because their ice takes up so much space. Their ice is famous. It's little tiny cubes of ice. It's very easy to eat and easy on the teeth. I don't think you can see that. But people die for the ice. I hate their ice because it melts so fast. Yeah, it's huge. It's a 44-ounce drink. Yeah, man, this is actually going pretty quick. Taco Place, we do have Taco Bell in Malaysia. Sorry for that. Wow, Phezz, that's an impressive setup you have. Thank you. And the reason why I'm willing to spend this kind of money on these things is I love it. Like I find enjoyment, and I could have gone much cheaper microphone. In fact, when we started doing videos, I had actually the exact same microphone I have set up in my editing bay. I thought Malaysia have Wendy's. Our Mexican or fast food go-to shop in Guzman's. We didn't have Jack in the Box. Oh, Jack in the Box is my baby. I love me some Jack in the Crack. We only have KFC, McDonald's, Texas Chicken, which I still think is hilarious, Domino Pizza, and Pizza Hut. Domino's for sure. Pizza Hut can go suck a wing wang. Oh no, not the green ant sauce. It's a bad news. Green ant. Never heard of it. Five Guys. Is that how you spell it? I'm pretty sure they spell it Guys. Eat Phezz, your burger is good and cold. I don't care. Yeah, this drink is huge, just to give you a little bit of perspective. Well, good job, Sue. Empire Sushi. We have about 1 trillion different sushi places. Jack in the Crack. That's just what everybody calls it. If I were to ask somebody anything about Jack in the Box, they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to run to Jack in the Crack. Five Guys in the U.S., Clarissa, is expensive too. And that's where it's from. It's so expensive. It's good. And their French fries are the fucking shit. But it's overpriced for sure. All right, I am last. Have a good one, bud. You're welcome, Sue. Yeah, I don't know. We just call it Jack in the Crack. There you go, Barry. That's exactly why. In and Out is garbage. You need some whataburger. Hey, a little bit. Good day. Frankie. That's my favorite word. Miles doesn't care. It doesn't bother him. I use it in front of him all the time. He just isn't the type of person that will wear that out in public. I wore it to Walmart. I got stopped twice for people giving me high fives. They didn't know what it meant. They just knew what CUNT spells. Ugh, Pizza Hut. Gross. Dunkin' Donuts isn't that great. Their chai tea latte is the bomb. Stuart, is Whataburger any good? God came down from the heavens to create it, so yes. So I'm not asking anybody to donate money or donate or become members or anything like that. But since I'm doing this on my own and all the money revenue is going to go towards me, I'm going to put a lot of it, not most of it, away, and that is going to fund my trips. And I am going somewhere. I just haven't made my mind where and how or whatever, but it's going to happen. We should have already done it. How many Olive Gardens you have? Um, I don't think what's his name that from here. Uh, why did I go blank? Let's see here. Post Malone. I don't think Post Malone would let any of the Olive Gardens shut down. He that's his favorite restaurant. But no, Post Malone. Olive Garden's real popular. It's good. I mean, bang for buck, you can't really beat it. I go maybe once every like 3 months to Olive Garden. We got a lot of fucking Starbucks and they're disgusting. You have so many Aussie fans, Phezz, you will have a bed no matter where in Oz you visit. Well, if I can come up with the money. So I was actually thinking on the way to Sonic, I was like, I can't take my kids. I can't take my ex-wife. Well, I mean, if I took my kids, I'd have to take my ex-wife because I can't take a 3 and a 6-year-old to Australia on my own. I would go crazy because if I'm going to Australia, it's going to be for content. I'm going to make a ton of content. So I feel bad, but if I go, I'd have to go by myself. It would be all about making videos. I'd have to actually spend quite a bit of money to get ready. I even have some hiking boots in an Amazon shopping cart. So whenever I'm ready, I know what shoes I want. I even have sandals picked out, actually, some hiking sandals and some hiking socks. So I'm ready to get out there and sweat and come off like the biggest fat guy in the world. Did you guys all know that the Northern Territory is the only state in Australia where crossbows are legal? Really? Crossbows are legal everywhere here that I know of. All right, I'll put $10 Australian dollars. I'll find out what it is, and I'll put it off to the side. I'll start making a box. I need to get like a little container out here and then start filling it up and be like, this is my first trip or whatever. I need to do something like that. Oh, that's what I should do. I think that's what I should do. I should do a thermometer style goal. I need to figure out how much it will cost me, and I need to plan everything out in Australia or wherever I go. But I think Australia is the first spot now, since it's just going to be me. That's so cool. Thank you again, Dexter. That means the world to me. But I could do a thermostat, put it on the wall back here. I'll put it off to like one side, like right here. And then, yeah, we'll do it like that. That sounds awesome. Well, I mean, I don't mean like, you wouldn't even call them thongs. Let me set this up real quick. Let's add a new, new window capture. We'll actually make it a little bit smaller. All right, so what was I going to do again? Oh, yeah. Amazon. All right, let me block this out real quick because I don't want anything coming up. There we go. My lists. All right, so let's make it where you can see this again. All right. So right here, I need to get this lens because it can be autofocused, and I've got a camera for it. I'm not going to use my cinema lens. And then I've got these right here picked out already. Hiking boots that are waterproof. And then I guess these are more sandals because I don't want flip-flops or chanclas or thongs or whatever you want to call them. And then, of course, these are meant to help with sweating and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, this is probably, it's funny. I'm talking about things and this is the most expensive thing I need. How much is what? Chaco, it just depends. If it's just me, I'm going to go several times. What the hell is polystyrene? Bye, Cheap Cheap. Clarissa, a whole story for another day. Okay, that's a good idea, Chris. Thank you for that. I expect my hiking boots to be perfect when I get them. Okay, thank you, Clarissa. Yeah, I didn't think so. I plan on getting those for multiple reasons. I don't expect to hike through the brush in those, or the bush rather. I like how y'all use the word trousers. That's so funny. Ye old trousers. Such an old person. That's what my grandfather used to call pants, just for the record. Pull up your trousers, boy. What was the other thing he would say? Trousers and something else. No, they don't. I mean, we only get. So this is cardboard. This is paper. This is a aluminum paper. I think it's to keep it warm. And then this is just styrofoam. Fully recyclable. I'm just chilling a little bit. Pants is underwear. Putting on my pants. Trousers. Trousers. Here, trousers is just an old person way of saying pants or jeans or pull up your trousers, young man. And then what's the other one? Pull up your trousers. Hey, Google, call mom. Calling mom. Mobile. Y'all get to hear my mom.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Quick question for you. You're on live right now, just so you know, so everybody can hear you.
Okay.
What's the word that Pop would use for pants back in the day?
Britches.
Britches. But he used to say trousers too, right?
Oh yeah, trousers.
But britches is the word I was looking for. Okay.
Okay.
I was just because trousers is a very like the British use the word trousers like commonly, like we say jeans or pants. They're saying hi.
Who is everybody?
A bunch of people that watch our YouTube videos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you online?
Yeah, I'm online right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Frankie Sullivan said, hi, Mom. Clarissa says, hi, Fezz's mom. Dexter said, my Google Home just tried to call your mom.
Okay.
Dexter said, hi, Mom.
I don't know that he ever said trousers.
Who said trousers? But people say that, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But it's like an old way of saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But Daddy said pants or
Britches. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Bit Johnson said, tell her she's now famous worldwide.
Oh. Okay.
And then
I can mark that that off my bucket list.
There you go. And then another person, Oma Opa, said, love your mom's accent. A lot of these people are from like Southeast Asia and Australia.
So did they know I'm from Kentucky?
No, I don't even think a lot of people know about Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
That's a very like specific location, like unpopular location in the U.S.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so that's the accent, though.
Yeah, Kentucky. Yeah.
Yeah. The South.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll let you go.
Okay, honey.
All right. Love you. Bye. Yeah. No, she's from Kentucky. I don't know if y'all know where that's at. I'm half white. My mom is white as a ghost. Let me put it that way. Let me pull up a picture for you. I'll show you everybody in my family. Oops, that did not work out. Yeah, that's not going to happen. You could listen to my mom all day. That's so funny. We know Kentucky, bro. My bad, Cal. Hi, Phezz, Mom. I have actually been to Kentucky. Wow. Well, I'm sorry for you for that. Ooh, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yep. Kentucky is... I know where Kentucky is. What is your mom's name? My mom's name is Sandy. Or as I call her, Mom. Great mom. Yeah, no, my parents are awesome, Sim. Like, I've gotten so lucky that, I mean, to be fair, I'm adopted. But as far as that goes, it's so, like, my parents have always been there for me. So I am very happy. Well, because she's Southern, Barry. She's from Kentucky. She grew up in Kentucky, Texas, so she has a Southern accent. And she's like 71 years old. Sandy Flip Flop. Ooh, great. You have no idea. That's actually a little bit. That's actually my ex-wife's favorite movie, and of course, my parents' favorite movie. Like one of their favorite movies. Grease is a fantastic movie. And yes, Olivia. Didn't she just pass away? Olivia Newton-John, like within the month or something like that. Olivia Newton-John. Olivia Newton-John. Yeah, that's so sad. August 8th. Oh, she's British. I didn't even realize that. Yes, I did. I knew she was British. Oh, thank you, Oma Opa. Nah, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, no, she was fantastic. Didn't she? I think she got into some type of politics or something. Yeah. What cancer was it? It was like breast cancer or something. She was so beautiful back in the... I mean, she's a beautiful woman at her age too, or when she passed. Where's my search? Olivia Newton-John. She's Aussie? She was born in Cambridge, England in 1948. She may have moved there when she was young, but she's British. She's a British Australian singer. You know, it's funny. Her music was really never hugely popular here in the States. Besides Grease. I mean, there's a couple of them, but nothing big. Early life. Let's see when she moved. been a while. Yeah, she went. She was there for a long time. I've already, Clarissa, I already talked to her earlier today, so I said, love you. It's not, I mean, typically, yeah, I'd say it's common, but it's not like you have to say it every single time. She is a true angel and lovely. Thank you, Chaco. No, she's got into healthcare. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. That's what I figured. She just probably moved as a child. She was born in England, not from England. Like she was, so, I mean, I consider myself a Tennessean, even though I was born in Texas, but I grew up like those years in Tennessee. So I get what you're saying. Naturalized Aussie. I'm feeling freaking cold. Let's get physical. No, I still got a few, but I've eaten a lot of them. I'm not gonna lie, I ate a lot of them. I had some Phezz fun time, and the munchies come out of nowhere. Uh, but I've got some right here still. The one I'm probably not gonna touch. It's too ketchupy. It tastes like you just took a whole bunch of ketchup and squoze it. And yeah, I'm pretty much done with this. I'll warm it up later. Yeah, it's sad. Cancer is a bitch. All right, give it to school, Clarissa. Do your thing. How many of the 52 states have I been to? I didn't know there were 52. We have 50 states plus a couple of territories, and then, of course, Washington, D.C. I would say I've been to about half of them, including Washington, D.C. I've been to Washington, D.C. probably 4 or 5 times, 3 or 4 times maybe. See you later, Clarissa. I would absolutely love to do a me down in Australia, not up in Australia. I would absolutely love to do that. That would be definitely a plan when I go there. I know not everybody lives in the same places, so obviously I would have to do. I'd probably put out like, if let's say I go to a couple places on the East Coast somewhere, and I'm going to a couple little towns, I'd probably put out things on my channel or on Discord or whatever, saying that, hey, I'm going to be in XYZ, so if you're there, come meet me up, and we'll do like a chance to get to know each other. Oh, that sucks, Chaco. I do know who actually Technoblade is. I didn't even know that passed away. On my mom's side, am I supposed to pronounce M-U-M, mum, or mom? Because obviously we say mom, so mum sounds funny to me in my head. I have a British soldier who married a prisoner on the boat over here, and my dad's side granddad was an English South African, and my grandmother was Dutch South African. If Phezz comes over here to Australia, we have to protect him from the Sheilas here, they might like his accent. Jesus Christ. If anybody likes this accent, I feel bad. Have you heard of the Jefferson's movement? Yes, I've heard of Jefferson movement. Arcadia. How come every time I think of Arcadia, I think of Resident Evil? Because they have that big boat. That's funny, Simbob. Yeah, no, Mom. Like, I watched it's so funny. We had talked about it. I still haven't taken him over the stuff, the Bluey stuff yet. I was gonna leave that actually here, so when they come and visit me, they can have the stuff here. But like watching Bluey, I hear Mum all the time, but it's still weird for me. Mum, M-U-M. It's a poor excuse, Chaco. We're a British colony too, or former British colony. Like, I feel like we changed our accent and did everything the opposite of what they did just to, be those kids that won't listen to their parents. Yes, I've heard of it. So everybody that lives in Australia, do y'all think y'all will ever get legalization for marijuana? Speak the wrong English. I mean, statistically, if you go with like population, speaking a specific kind of language, American English would technically be the number one. The naughty child of states. Oma Opa, the last like 3 days, because I'm out of work and I told myself I'm going to take this month off and I'm going to do absolutely nothing. And I've been busy all month long up until this week. And then I was just like, I told myself I was going to do nothing. So I literally just laid around and did nothing. Oh, y'all actually got it legal with doctor prescription? I didn't know that. Why does America have so many states and vectors on the flag? Well, the stars represent states, the stripes represent the 16 original colonies, and then I think the colors have some type of semblance. But we only have, there's 50 stars and 16 stripes. Each star represents a state. Stripes represent each original colony. The royal family is very overrated. Frankie, I hope I don't hurt anybody's feelings. I wholeheartedly agree. But people have to understand the U.S. is generally not pro-monarchy, even if she only doesn't have it. If she doesn't even have, it's just a lot of money going towards a person that has slept with her cousin. So, whatever. So here, a young child may say, "Mummy, mummy, mummy." Would they say "mommy" there? because that sounds incredibly weird to me. Yes, they say mommy, daddy. Mommy, daddy. What is ACT is pretty. It is pretty sure you can get CBD. Oh, we can get CBD anywhere. CBD is legal. Some states regulate how much THC. My work colleagues are watching me watch my phone. It's a little bit creepy of them. Well, tell them to join in, Simbob. Half of them are like Victoria had a gold rush and split off, etc. You don't really go to jail for having pot, only if you are a dealer. That's pretty much here now. All 50 states have decriminalized it, so you can carry it around within a certain amount. But if you get pulled over and the cop wants to be a dick, they can take it and leave you with a ticket. Yeah, there's Jordan. You're so stuck on how many states there are. Over time, they slowly were developed. Like Texas actually was bigger, and they broke it down into two different states. During the Louisiana Purchase, they purchased a bunch of land, and then they broke it off into multiple states. The New England area has been around since the 1600s and broken up into the current states that they're at during that time. It went all the way down south. I think Georgia was actually one of the original colonies. But I mean, it was over what, 100 years or so that these states developed. So it wasn't like it was just like, hey, we're going to break this up. And technically Texas and California, and I believe Florida, can actually divide into multiple states. I think Texas can do 5 different states, California can do 5, and I think Florida can do like 3 or 4. In the early, thanks, Phezz. I've never heard of the reasons for the American flag. Just love you guys. Thank you. Here in the Australian Capital Territory, marijuana is legal, but if the police catch you with it, is illegal because the police in the ACT are not ACT police. They are federal police. Complicated. Actually, that's dead on here too. So each state is getting to regulate whether they have legalized pot, but if a federal agent or anybody that's above the state level can come down on state, I mean, they could go in and shut down all the legalized dispensaries. That's the crazy part. People have this idea like just because it's legal in the state makes it federally legal, like they don't have to worry about it, which they don't. The federal agents or the federal government isn't going to come in and change things. More than 50% of the states are legalized. So they'll get in trouble. They won't even get in trouble. But if they wanted to, they could, because it's not federally legalized. Thanks, says I've never heard complicated ones. The Queen dies, I'd be okay with. I think they should skip them all. They're getting a little bit, Johnson, they're getting all this recognition for being born of a specific bloodline. Imagine that in everyday life. You get your job based off of your bloodline. Your husband or boyfriend or whatever gets his job based off of his bloodline. If y'all's bloodlines weren't of quality, then you're going to be scooping up poop for the rest of your life. How is that fair? Just like the royal family. How is it fair that they get to do their thing just because they're born in this family? It's absolute crap. Now, if it's like Elon Musk having his kids and then they inherit his wealth, it's kind of sucks, but they are going to get taxed for inheritance. But they're also, I mean, they have no control over a government or a country or anything like that. So keep up the good work, mate. Love you. Thank you, Karen. You guys live in Texas? I live in Texas. Well, I guess Miles does too. We live in by Dallas, Texas. Matheny, I'm planning things out. I'm trying to figure out everything. I hope we get another shot at becoming a republic after Liz dies. Is that what you call her, Liz? Y'all are just on like that nickname. What's up, my man? What's up, Jacob? Just finished school. So speaking of school, what was your favorite subject topic? So last school I went to was college and I did film. So any of my film classes I loved. High school, it depended on what girl I was sitting behind. The difference between Andrew Robinson, the difference between the United States and just America. So I have a few friends. I have a lot of friends that are from outside of the United States. So the name of our country is called the United States of America. So we're 50 states. We're united of America. America is technically the continent. Now, multiple countries have different ways of breaking down continents. In the U.S., we're taught 7 continents. Technically, you have, I think the geography, whatever is 5 continents. That's why there's 5 rings on the Olympic thing. So America would, for us, which might be different for you, is North America, the continent. So technically, Mexico would be Mexico de Americas. And then Canada, I believe it's just Canada, but they could say of the Americas or I think it's Estados Mexico de Americas, something like that. Where in Spanish, the United States is Estados Unidos de Americanas, or Estados Unidos, the United States. Yeah. But yeah, no. So North America, from the way that we're taught, is from, because they put in the what is it called? What is that port called? I can't even think of it. It's in Central America. What is it called? That's going to make me mad that I can't remember these things. Panama. The Panama Canal separates the two. It's a man-made thing. That's why a lot of countries call it just the Americas, North and South America being one continent. Where are you guys coming to? What is it? We still have too many religious politics and legalized drugs federally. We have that same issue a little bit. Too many southern states don't have legalized weed because of religion. Simple as that. Most Aussies under 50-ish do not care about Royals at all. Yeah, it's an old person thing. My mom loves the Royals. My mom knows everything about the Royals, and we give her a hard time for it. How many religions are there? A lot. In the U.S. alone, I think there's over 200. Hey, Google, how many religions are in the United States?
Here is some information for religions in the U.S.
That's not telling me anything. How many religions are in the United States? How many religions are in the United States? Shut up.
Religions in the U.S. Here's a summary from Wikipedia. Religion in the United States. Protestant, 42%. Catholic, 21%. Mormon, 2%. Orthodox, 0.5%. Unaffiliated, 18%. Atheist, 5%.
I don't care about that. According to some estimates, there are roughly 4,200 religions, churches, denominations, religious bodies, faith groups, tribes, cultures, movements, ultimate concerns. So roughly 4,200 of them in the U.S. Legal, blah, blah, blah. How many religions are there? At least Australia has different political parties to offload the. So cool fact, Jordan, we are actually adding a third actual party. It's called the Front something or other party. It's going to be a middleist party with some people from the right and from the left. We need it because I don't even agree with both. But if I had to pick one, I pick. I'm pretty liberal. Barry, there's no tax for inheritance in Australia. That's pretty awesome. I know every state is different here. That's the whole thing. Oh, is that where it came from? Oh, yeah. My mom would be in love with you if you're into her like that. I just finished half-year exam in school last Thursday. My teacher gave us some results. My maths got 56 and science got 75. Oh, that's not good. Step it up. Thank you, Simba, Panama. Olympics considered North and South one continent. Yeah, that's why they have the 5. And they don't acknowledge Antarctica. So as far as continents for us, North, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica, which I think the majority is the Americas, Europe, Asia, Africa, and Australia. Frank, I wish more Americans didn't do religion. And again, I feel attacked. I think, yeah, they left out a lot of stuff. Hindu and Buddhism. I don't think those are huge as far as like in the grand scheme of things. Let's see here. Population of Buddhist in America.
According to PBS, ethnicity, of the estimated 3 to 4 million Buddhists in the United States, the vast majority are Asian American.
So 3 to 4 million people. How many Jewish people live in the United States?
7.5 million Jews.
That's really not a lot in the grand scheme of thing. Out of, I don't know, what, 300 million people? 7 million? That's a really small percentage. So it wouldn't even fit in a pie chart. While watching the stream. Yes, Mormons are insane, Barry. There's no joke about that. What's funny is if I could leave anywhere, I'd go to Utah, which is where Mormons are from. But I just think it looks like a beautiful place to live. It's got literally everything. During the summer, it's hot. During the winter, it's cold. There's desert, there's mountains, there's literally everything. There's lakes and ponds and everything. The only thing they don't have is ocean. Talks of supercontinents are giving Orwellian vibes. I'll be honest, I don't know what that means, bud. Jordan. We do have a MAGA cult. That's too bad. Even though he has been proven to be a flight risk, people are still backing him. Oh, 56 like a C and a 75 is an A. That's interesting. There you go. That's a Simbob. That's a really good comparison. Oceania and Central America. Australia is greedy. We had to have our own continent because we don't like to share. LOL. Yeah. A little bit. LOL. TBF. We did colonize the whole archipelago. Oh. I did not know that. My brother-in-law lives in the suburbs of Salt Lake City. Yeah. If I could go, that's where I'd go. There's a ton of Mormons, but I've been told that they're mostly nice. The problem with Mormons is they're a lot like, what is that other religion? Latter-day Saints. They go around knocking on doors trying to spread the word, which good for you, I guess. I classify myself as mostly a Christian, but I do believe in science as well. So, but I'm not the type of person that goes around, hey, you want to talk about Jesus, your Lord and Savior, even though you don't agree with me? I have heard about ScoMo. God, Trump is a golly. Why anybody's like, I want that guy. That guy speaks like I do. Oh, I know who George Orwell is. Maybe I misread it. George Orwell, he wrote it. Okay, I know who George Orwell is. Sorry about that. I may have misunderstood. There's a country in Australia called the Principality of Hutt River, basically a ghost town. Some prince way back formed it and ended 2 years ago. Oh, that's crazy. Well, at least we're not alone. But a lot of people liked Ronald Reagan. He's before my time. I haven't done a lot of research and information about Ronald Reagan. OMG, $. What's up from Texas? Oh, are they really, Barry? I always remember the commercials for Latter-day Saints, though. God, man, that was so annoying. Uh, they did so many ads. So many ads. Worst. That's actually my least favorite word is worst. Oh, I hate that word. Jehovah's Witness. Thank you. That's what I was thinking of. Zimbabwe. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Jehovah's Witness. Oh my gosh. They're just as bad. And I didn't know that Mormons and Latter-day Saints were the same thing. Bro, I wouldn't be bragging about being a Kennedy bloodline. I'd be afraid I'm going to die. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go. Let me know if y'all agree or disagree. I'm going to make a thermometer style, put it on the back. As I raise money, it will go towards me traveling. And I think once I start traveling, I think the viewership will go up, and I think it'll be able to carry itself. Jordan, did you watch that video about JFK? And I think it was what's his name? Who was it? JFK and Martin Luther King. I think they had a lot of things in common. Aussie, yes, that shit was annoying. Do religious buildings have to pay property tax in Australia? My dad blew my mind. So my dad's a former pastor. He's got a PhD in theology. He's real big into church and all that kind of stuff. But we were sitting down talking. He was like, I think that they should tax churches. And I was like, Mr. Religion thinks that we should tax churches? That sounds not what I was expecting. All right, guys, I'm going to take a 2-minute break. I'm going to go partake, as I like to call it. And I'll be right back. I'm going to put the be right back sign on. What is that for? I was hoping it would hold it up. All right, I'm back. I will not be doing. Oh shoot! I did not mean for this to show up here. Like my little ashtray, it actually says ashtray on it. Oh my Opa, I'm starting to love you. Hmm. So, quick question for everybody. We've done some videos for Indonesia. I don't know if anybody's from Indonesia here, but I have a feeling y'all interacted with more Indonesians than I have, or not Indonesia, rather Indian people. Every Indian person I've met in person are phenomenal, but on YouTube, man, they're all jerks to me. On season 3 of Bluey, there's an episode with magpies. I was like, I know what that is. I know what that is. I love that show. I hate to admit it. I probably like it just as much as my kids do. I agree, Jordan. It's so annoying that not every time, like when we first started doing YouTube stuff, and I would see MY or AU or GB, I'm like, what the hell is this? I was like, I know AU is short for Australia and GB is Great Britain. I don't even know what UM is. It's just on prolonged planning there. Thakral. I can't even pronounce that. FP. I'm going to call you FP. Everyone loves Bluey. That's so funny. Don't worry, I don't do any hemp. Nah, I'm gonna turn it. I'm just grinding it up, and then I'll turn off the camera, and we can still talk. No, I'm not gonna smoke it live. I'm gonna pack the bowl live, but that's it. My new grinder, it's so big. I love it. It's a 3-inch grinder or 75 millimeters. But then I realized they have a 100 millimeter, and that's what I want to get next. That's interesting, Chaco. You have to smell a lot of perfume whenever a Muslim neighbor starts their car. What does that mean? That's the most vague, like, I don't even know if that's like you don't like Muslim cars owners? No, no tobacco. You want it fresh, my dude. I need to pour this out. That is so much ash. Plus, tobacco's fucking awful for you. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff in there. All right, I'm going to put the be right back, but I'll be here, okay? No, I'm going to put intermission. There we go. And so we can keep on talking. Can you get a free pizza? Come on over. I'll get you a pizza, bro. I love my neighbor. I mean, like, whenever they go out, they have to spray a lot of perfume on them whenever they gone to work or even shopping. Okay, so I got a good question for everybody, and it has absolutely no reason. I'm not trying to sound racist, but if a country is a religious country, like if it's an all Muslim country or an all Hindi country or whatever the case may be, or if it's extreme on a religion in general, does that deter you from wanting to travel to said country? Peter, we did get those, and we opened them up. We did a short for you, just for you. Yeah, not a problem, Oma, Opa. Come back. I'm going to do these more often. I don't know why the camera is just right here. You can see a smoke. That's so badass. It's on there somewhere. I can probably find it for you, Peter. And thank you so much, Peter. That meant the world to me. And Miles. Really, Miles was super excited. And I actually did a full video with everybody at work trying different snacks. And I did it on my GoPro. And for some reason, it corrupted all the video on it. It made me so angry. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I mean, you can get in trouble here in the States if you're under now the age of 21 and you're smoking a cigarette. You'll get a ticket for it. And if they find somebody buying you that tobacco or anything, you'll get in trouble. Now, if you're smoking weed publicly in a state like Texas, you'll just get a ticket and a slap on your wrist. Bye, Sim Bob. It's great talking to you. I hope I see you next time. And next time I'll probably be playing video games or something. Peter, but Miles is doing better. Yeah, Miles is back to normal. Whenever we talk about anything, we still talk. I talked to him earlier today, actually, to get into the laptop. He's doing fine. I think he's just either taking a break or he's done. So I'm just going to let him do whatever he wants to do. Oh, I quit, Andrew. Nobody fires this guy. I quit when I want to leave places. I'm actually a hard worker. I was the number one salesperson there 3 months in a row. But I decided to quit. I'm planning on going to a new dealership once it opens up. A buddy of mine's opening one. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm ready to go. I was ready for it last month. Actually, 3 months ago, I was ready for it. I was talking about how they apparently banned smoking in New Zealand without blanket banning it yet by making it illegal for anyone whatsoever younger than 18. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we have that too. And if you're smart, I mean, I've seen people get caught under 18. So, I mean, we got the same thing basically. It's funny you joke about that, Ozzy. I always joke about whenever I'm with customers, especially this summer. So let's say it was 110 outside Fahrenheit. I think that's like 33, 34 degrees Celsius. And then it would be probably 120 to 130 inside the RVs. And especially when I had Mexican people, I'd be like, man, I'm the worst kind of Mexican there is. I hate being out in this heat. People just love it. White people love it real bit. Because, you know, I feel like every white person, and I'm not trying to, like, again, I'm half white. My mom is white. But I feel like there's always that little bit of, like, I'm better than him kind of like attitude. Like I've felt that before. But when you like joke about making fun of your own race, people just eat that shit up because they're just everybody's just a little racist. They just don't realize it. It might be like so far under the skin, but man, when you joke about race and you don't mean any disdain, like I joke about with my black friends, my Mexican friends, Asian friends, whatever it is, I will stereotype. But if they don't have that little bit, if they aren't a Karen, they laugh, and it's hilarious. I absolutely love it, especially Mexicans. I love making fun of Mexicans in front of white people. Okay, Frankie, that'd be awesome. I'm debating on if I should do a camera on my live on my video games because I'm not gonna carry my camera setup out there back and forth. It'd be too much work. You know, Jordan, I think they're actually trying to present something like that here in the States to the point where you're never old enough to actually smoke cigarettes. So right now it just moved to 21. I want to say a year ago, maybe a little bit over a year ago. And I think they're trying to make it to where you have to be 22 after somebody turns 21. So they're trying to move it up to the point where just nobody can smoke. I think it's just too much of an epidemic that the world is having with cigarette smokers. And it's down quite a bit. I watched a commercial or an ad or something that said smoking has gone down since like the 1970s and 1980s, like 40 something percent. So it's a huge drop in the United States. But everybody's doing this vape bullshit now, and they never smoke cigarettes. Like I smoked cigarettes for like 11 years, and I had to quit cold turkey because I quit before vaping was a thing. And I don't even think Miles smoked cigarettes. He went straight vape. So like it just blows my mind, and it's horrible for you. People are starting to realize the fractured butthole. Yeah, the first game I should play. That's an old ass game. The Fractured Butthole. Yeah, 2017. I didn't even realize it was that recent. Oh, I remember that game cover too. Do they have it on PC? They should. Damn, that shit is. PC. How much is it? Damn. They still like that game. $50 on what's that one website where you can get all the key codes? Dang, they're still wanting $30. I might actually play that game. The New Zealand law states that anyone born after the year 2009 will not be allowed to smoke at all. Even pot? I smoked for 40 years and just decided to quit one day. I haven't had a cigarette for 6 years now. Good job, Frankie. Yeah, the way that I quit is I was told by my ex-wife when I started dating her. She was like, I liked her a lot when I first started dating her. I mean, I still like her a lot. Like, would I marry her? No. Would I go out on dates with her? Absolutely. She's an awesome person. But she was like, look, you can she's never picked up a cigarette a day in her life. She's never smoked pot. She doesn't do anything bad. She's a great person. But she was like, you can either date me or smoke cigarettes. And I decided, picked her. And now cigarettes just are absolutely disgusting. Chaco plays, if anything like that happens, I would not trust them. I promise you. If they did it, they would blurt it out. And I love Dope or Nope. I watch that almost daily. Be really expensive for the delivery. I agree, Jordan. We don't have those signs anywhere. The new Sackboy game? I don't even know what that is. Menthol cigarettes are banned in the province of Alberta in Canada to try to stop younger people smoking. That's funny. The last cigarette I smoked, and I'll admit this was after I quit, because it took a little bit of time for me to fully quit. I smoked a little here and there, and she was fine with that. But it was like at work, I'd get stressed out. 12-hour days, you need a cigarette, or I used to need one. I don't need them anymore. But I do take I do hit some weed vapes most of the time. But was the Camel Crushes that have the menthol crush. So I get it. I understand it's too expensive to smoke here. $50 a packet. You have to be rich. Holy shit. $50 for a pack of cigarettes? Yeah, you have to be fucking Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos go broke after buying a pack of cigarettes. I thought they were expensive here. Back when I was smoking, it was like $3.50-ish for a pack of two. Because they always had the buy one get one discounts going on the Camels. So Mr. DIY. What is that? This sounds familiar, but DIY is a huge thing. Mr. DIY. It's a company here that does a lot of work. $50 grams. I'm trying to think here. How many? Let's see here. It's. Hey Google. How many ounces are in 50 grams?
50 grams is equal to 1.764 ounces.
That's almost as much as weed here. So this was an ounce. I'm probably about a little over half an ounce still in there. It was $100 for me. And then I've got another ounce in the bathroom that I paid $150 for. But that's just funny. That's about twice of what I get, but well, not really. That's just crazy. Yeah, Frankie, I get that. What are you talking about, Jordan? Yesterday, I found out Rona received a complaint from advertising standards. What is Rona? Canada for saying that they were truly Canadian, despite being a Lowe's company for the previous 5 years. Oh, I think I'm missing some stuff. Let's see here. Let's go back. $300? Dang, I'm balling. I just need to get to shit. To be fair, the guy that sold me this one buys it and is just like whoever he knows that wants some, he'll sell it cheap because he still gets like because he buys it by the pound. And so he's buying it like stupid cheap. I think he's paying like $1,000 per pound, so per lab. Oh yeah, they pay like higher costs. Yeah. I've heard about that. Yeah, littering's pretty big here too. You can get fined big time, but there's so many places you can litter without being caught. All right, how long have I been going? Okay, I got about 10 more minutes, guys. Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought you were talking about the coronavirus. I was like, why are we talking about this again? That shit's done. Hopefully, fingers crossed. $25 will get you 1 or 2 grams. It's between $8 and $10 here. Yeah, that blows my mind, Chaco. Yeah, Cal, how do you know all this? And Frankie is not part of the police department wherever you live. Let's talk about weed, baby. So, guys, I started an OnlyFans. Who wants me to add the link to it? See you later, Frankie. Take it easy. $100 grams for $80. That's a lot. That's a lot of tobacco. That's the best way to deal right there, is just for your personal habit. When they legalize in Texas, because every state that's got legalized, you can grow a certain amount. I think Colorado, you can grow 7 plants per every adult over the age of 21 or something like that. I was like, that sounds awesome. I'd start growing and then sell to just my friends and then let the rest of the plant just be my smoke. Bruh. All right, I'm about to go for another hit before the end of this live goes. We got 9 minutes, guys. That's fair. I used to live next to an Air Force base. That shit got old quick. I hated it because F-16s flying over your head about, it feels like just over your face. Yeah, the worst thing ever. Yeah, that would be like, I would tell my friends straight up, Cal, if anybody wants to buy this, they need to go through you. So I only the people that I can truly trust directly. And to be fair, I would only probably sell to really close friends. Hell yeah, Aussie bloke. 020. That's why I got my jersey like that. I'll figure it out, I promise. Yeah, 10 meters, man. I would die. My closest, I have 2 plugs. My closest plug is, it's probably only like 10 miles away. But my other one is, I guess I would have to drive to Dallas. So that's like another, it's probably about 20-minute drive. Yeah. 5 more minutes, y'all. Man, Ozzy, right now, trailer parks even here are getting really nice. I mean, we'll still use that stereotype, which is horrible, to be honest with you. But most trailers now are costing almost $150,000 for a trailer. Then you have to pay like $300 to $400, $500, $600 a month to put it somewhere. Chaco, are you high too? There we go, Cal. Exclusive. I need to bring that back. I'll figure out a way to add that, even if it's at the end. I rent $165 per week plus electricity, about $30 every 2 weeks. God, dog, I would do anything to pay that cost. $165 a week? I pay $500 a week. So every month I pay $2,000. It's technically $2,100. And then my electricity last month, because it was so hot, my electricity bill was I want to say almost exactly $181. This one's going to be bad too, but it's not going to be the worst. I don't think. Hopefully not. Craig. LA Speed Story. I like boats. Tater tots. The munchies are coming back. I think it just depends on where you're at. Dallas isn't crazy expensive, but it's not crazy cheap either. But yes, $165 a week does not exist anywhere here, even for a studio apartment where you walk to that side of the room, you're taking a shit. You walk to that side of the room, you just left the apartment. And then behind you would be your kitchen. It would still probably be like $700, maybe $1,200. I'm down, Ozzy. Or Craig, whatever you want to be called. All right, guys, we're down to the last minute. Thank you, Chaco. You're awesome, too. LA Speed Story. I'll have to look into that. All right, guys. I'm going to call it quits. Peace out, y'all.